Good afternoon. Great to be here. Thanks to the TCN team. Really excited to introduce Pan Asian metals to emerging gems. My name is Paul Locke. I'm the Chairman and Managing Director of the company. And what I'd like to do is tell you a little bit about what we do, where we're going, what our objectives are. Please observe the disclaimer here, and you can always go to the ASX platform to see all of our releases which relate to this presentation. We have a market cap of about 60 million. We have $3.4 million cash on board. We have 147 million shares out the door. We don't have any options, warrants or convertible notes. And management has around 50% of the company. This is really important. We're one of the few companies on the ASX and elsewhere where management has a lot of skin in the game. The board has 5 members, 2 executive directors and 3 non-executive directors. David Hobby and myself are executive directors. I'm a project financier. I have a lot of experience in mining projects and funding mining projects. David Hobby is an economic geologist. He has a lot of experience in identifying opportunities and working up the opportunities to a point where we can determine whether they're economic or not. The non-executive directors comprise David Doherty. He's been involved in Thailand since the mid-80s. Thanasak Chaniaphoon, a Thai national, a lawyer, very well respected in the business and government communities. Supriya Sen, she's had experience in project finance with the World Bank, Asia Development Bank, Citibank, and most recently she was a senior advisor with McKinsey & Co, where she focused on environmental and ESG solutions. What do? We have 3 projects. The Riong Ket project is our lead project. It's about 40 minutes out of Phuket. The Katatong project is a series of 5 applications a bit further north. And the Khao Soon tungsten project is one of the leading tungsten projects in the world, and that's a couple of hours to the east. This is a fantastic jurisdiction and a fantastic region. We have 3 international airports in close proximity. We have major roads passing our projects. We have hydropower stations, but we're in sparsely populated rural areas. These are old mining areas and the people understand what mining is, so we're welcome. We see a lot of opportunity here to develop these projects and deliver a product into the Eastern Economic Corridor, a highly industrialised area just out of Bangkok. Onto the projects. The Riong Ket project is our lead project, and you can see that there are 2 prospects here. The Riong Ket lithium prospect to the south, which we're focusing on right at the moment. We've been drilling this since early 2021. We have a 10.4 million tonne resource grading 0.44% Li2O, and then we've got the Bangi Tum prospect to the north. This has a drill supported exploration target of 8 to 14 million tonnes grading 0.5 to 0.8% Li2O, and just recently we delivered a expanded footprint based on geochemical work which increased our target area by 200%. At Riong Ket, the initial resource was based on holes 1 to 46. We've been doing infill and extensional drilling, and we just closed off on hole 94, and we expect to report an upgraded resource early in the new year. This is a lepidolite style project. Lepidolite is one of the cheapest sources of lithium. It might be lower grade, but it's cheaper to process. And this is the big opportunity here. We are based in a very low cost but highly industrialised environment. We've got a low cost source of product, and we're delivering into the auto sector which is close by. Here we can see the Bangi Tum prospect, and I spoke of some recent geochemical work. You can see in this chart here 2 rock chips or 2 rock samples which were recently assayed, and they're both above 2%. In fact, of 64 rock chip and channel assays, 44 averaged about 1.57% Li2O. 12 were above 2%. We had the highest grade of 2.62% Li2O, and 33 were above 1%. This geochemical work identified an area which was 200% the size of that which we defined our exploration target on. We're extremely excited about Bangi Tum. It's going to complement Rion Kiet, where we've got a 10.4 million tonne JORC resource, and we're just completing drilling to expand it. The Katatong project is a series of 5 applications. You can see here 2 application areas have geothermal fields in them, and 4 of the 5 have hard rock, lithium and tin. Both Katatong and Rion Kiet are on the grid and connected to a hydro power station, but there's also the opportunity to deliver solar. So we expect to be producing a very low carbon footprint product. We're extremely excited about Katatong. There's a lot of opportunity for this project to complement both the Rion Kiet and Bangi Tum prospects. You can see on this slide, this is the Karsoon Tungsten project. There's over 12 kilometres of strike. There's 10 target prospects. We produced a 15 to 29 million tonne exploration target grading 0.2 to 0.4% WO3 based on those 4 drilled prospects, so it's drill supported. We're just finishing metallurgical work now, and then that'll determine our next steps. So why Thailand? Many people ask this. Thailand is the 25th most complex industrial economy on the globe. Thailand is the largest auto producer in Southeast Asia and the 4th largest in Asia. So what we see here is an advanced industrial economy, one of the leading auto producers in Asia. EV production has already started there. Geely, BYD, Great Wall have started or are about to start EV production there. The Mercedes EQS will be produced there. Right now there are 18 EV projects on the books, and there are 14 battery projects on the books. We're the only lithium explorer in Southeast Asia, and definitely the only lithium explorer and developer in Thailand. This means we're well positioned to move downstream, value add our product, producing lithium carbonate, and hopefully we can position ourselves to joint venture and produce advanced chemicals for battery production. This is our objective, and I think we'll get there. One of the most interesting things about Southeast Asia is that it's not being focused on by the global lithium explorers. If you look at the peer group on the ASX and even the TSX, their focus is North America and the Inflation Reduction Act, or Europe. Not one of them is focusing on Asia and the opportunities there. When you look at this chart, you'll see that there are 4 areas where EV or battery production has begun or is about to begin. In Vietnam, we've got VinFast producing both electric vehicles and batteries. In Malaysia, EV Group, a mid-tier battery producer out of China, just committed to building a battery plant in Malaysia to service the power tool market and the 2- and 3-wheeler markets in Asia. In India, there's about 10 Indian companies which are producing EVs. Mahindra, a brand name which not many people know of, was producing EVs in 2001. There are 10 auto companies focusing on EVs there, and there are about 10 companies focusing on the 2- and 3-wheeler market. India and Southeast Asia, or India and ASEAN, represents 2 billion people, and about 500 million are merging into the middle class. They want to do their thing for the global environment. They want 2-wheelers or 3-wheelers, which are electric, or electric cars. This is a massive opportunity. And with this in mind, we also need to understand that Pan Asia Metals is the only lithium project owner and developer in the region. Now, what we're trying to show in this map is that we've got a lot of concentration of projects and concentration of geography. And when we look at project financiers, there's not a lot of balance sheet to go around. And what banks don't like is geographic concentration and commodity concentration. So our view is that in these 5 lithium areas, the lead projects or the first projects will get financed, but the bank's balance sheets will run out of power, so that financing will become more difficult. So our view is funding will be more easily sourced because we're the only lithium explorer developer in the region with advanced lithium projects, and we've got a lot of capital looking for opportunities. Now, where are we taking this company? What do we want to do? Let me tell you. We want to move past the mine gate and deliver an advanced lithium product or advanced lithium chemical products. Many of our peers won't be able to move past the mine gate. They'll deliver a concentrate. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. It can be highly profitable, and in this market it is highly profitable. But what we're doing is setting ourselves up to move downstream. We want to produce lithium chemicals, and then we want to use those lithium chemicals to move into a joint venture with a knowledge partner to produce cathode active materials. This is a doable opportunity, and in fact we've had high-level discussions where this sort of concept is agreeable. So our objective is to move away from the mine gate, away from the volatility of the commodity cycle, downstream where we get remarked as an industrial company, our margins become steadier, and also we get exposure to a lot of new opportunities and options to explore new opportunities. That's our objective here. And of course, all of this is a waste of time if you don't have sustainability, your community and the environment at front of mind. We're very focused on delivering a great outcome for all stakeholders. We've been following the UN's SDGs. We've put a stake in the ground. We're a small company, but we want to start with quality education, gender equality, and also focusing on where we source our inputs and what our outputs are. They've got to be as carbon neutral as possible and sustainable. So our focus is to bring our community along with us. What all of this means is that when we go for licensing, we have our community on side. They support us. They see the opportunities that our company can bring and what we can deliver. So to finish off, 5 key points on why to invest. Point 1, we're the only lithium explorer in Southeast Asia with advanced lithium projects. We are positioned uniquely to deliver into the rapidly emerging Thai electric vehicle and lithium-ion battery supply chain. Point 2, we're in a very low-cost environment in an advanced industrial economy. Point 3, strong metallurgy supports our project's encouraging fundamentals. Point 4, Thailand will be the largest EV and LIB producer in Southeast Asia, without a doubt. Point 5, we've got a very tight and well-maintained capital structure, and management is aligned with shareholders. We have skin in the game. Thanks for listening to me. I hope you enjoy our story. Get on board. We've got a big future, and we look forward to delivering some great outcomes in the near future. Thank you.